Welcome to Storytales, where love for pets meets the pursuit of dreams. I'm Penny.
I'm Ray.
Here, we will be unleashing our passion for pets and share our thoughts and experiences as we journey through our lives as pet and business owners.
Today we will be sharing funny stories about our pets.
Alrighty, let's dive in and make some positive waves. Today, we're going to have a little bit more fun and we're going to talk about funny pet stories. So, Ray.
Right now we have funny thing going on right now. Latte is trying to scratch the ceiling.
Yeah, he is. What is he doing?
He wants to be in the podcast.
Yeah, he's talking to you guys. Anyways, Ray, you want to tell us a funny story first?
I actually don't have one. Maybe you should tell you first and then I will.
You don't have one? I thought you do.
I do? I have to think.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you go first.
I go first.
Because I know yours is pretty funny.
Okay. I have a few funny stories. Once upon a time, I have a cat named Diana. She was found from a little box next to the sewer and was brought back home to me by my friend. Diana, she is a very nice cat, but the moment you cross her...
How do you cross her?
Yeah. For example, my mom was walking, going on her way, and then she sees Diana in her way and she uses her feet to brush her to the side. Well, I mean, I'm putting it nicely. It's not really brush. It's more like kicking her to the curb, you know? But
okay. It's not nice.
It's not nice, yes. And so Diana will always remember. And so every time Diana sees mom coming her way, she would jump on a chair and then
pee on it?
No. So you know how cats, they're so good at balancing, they can even balance on the smallest edges. So you know, like on a chair there's like the backrest. So on the top of the backrest she would just sit there like waiting, like a statue, like kind of like this, sitting there like a statue. And then the moment mom walks by, she literally, her eyes are the only thing moving and stares at mom. She goes in, whacking her. like pulling her hair and whacking her with her paws. Yeah.
She was trying to bitch slap your mom.
Yeah, she was trying to reach her because, you know, she's human, she's taller.
Yeah. And
so she stood on the freaking chair to go like this at her, like scratching her hair. And my mom's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? You know? Yeah. And so that's Diana's revenge number 1. Diana's revenge number 2. It's a sequel, yes. Because she knows how my mom smells like. She's like, you know, maybe this human really doesn't like me, and I should give them a gift so they will like me.
Are you sure that's revenge?
Well, depends on the gift, right? So the gift that Diana decided to present my mom, she decided to hide it in my mom's red high heels.
Is it a cockroach?
No, it was a dead baby mouse.
Okay, it's not better, but it's not worse.
Yeah, so Diana meant well, but you know, lesson here is never cross or kick a cat to the curb because they will come back twofold. Diana's an interesting cat. Like, she also likes to play volleyball.
Okay, that's interesting.
But her volleyball isn't a volleyball. Her volleyball are flies.
Oh.
So again, she would sit on the top of like the chair rest, the backrest. She would like wait for the fly to come near, and then she literally would just jump and then whack. And then those flies end up on the windowsill.
Does she eat them?
No, she just collects them on the windowsill.
No, she should eat them. My cat eats them.
I guess it's good protein, yeah. But
yeah,
it's kind of gross. I know Diana's a lady. She's very elegant. She just has some sports.
Okay.
And then what else? Oh
my God, is Diana again?
Yeah, one more Diana story. Okay. It's not really funny. It's more sad.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny at the same time, but really sad. I'd say it's more on the sad side. So I never realized how high cat jumps, and it was the first time I had a cat. Right?
Is it a fish?
Yes. So I had a long-term friend, beta fish. And my beta fish, I never gave my beta fish a name. I just, fishy,
It's a nameless fish.
Yeah, it's a nameless fish, but like the beta fish was like purpley reddish blue color. It got him or her from San Francisco, and it was in a fishbowl in the kitchen island, like the little island area. And then one day I came downstairs and I see this black thing on the floor. I thought it was like a poop or something. But as I got closer, it started wiggling. And I'm like, oh my God, it's my fish. It's my freaking beta fish. So then I scooped him up and I put it back in the water and he was like, kind of like toppling. And you see like some of the fins, like kind of, there's hole punctures. And I'm just like, oh man, Diana, must be you, like. So I was like, I can't let her get to him again. So this time I put him even higher up, like above the refrigerator. And then I went back upstairs to do my thing again. And then when I came back down, I see that black thing in the same spot. And I was like, no. So like
the fish suffer from higher distance.
Yeah. And then I went to go check, and yes, it's the fishy, but this time it wasn't twitching.
Because he's dead.
Pretty much. I mean, I put him back into the bowl to see if he would swim, and he literally was just like
belly flop?
Kind of like half, like 25% like upright, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. I knew he was at his end, and Diana, of course, with no remorse or no guilt at all, just minded her own business. I just waited for my mom to take care of him because I felt so sad.
Oh,
because I couldn't get rid of him,
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad though. It's all Diana's fault, but I guess it happens. You can't really have fishes and cats together.
Hey, that's not true. I actually have a story. I used to have a goldfish.
You have a goldfish?
Yes, I have a goldfish, and for some reason, I think March think that is his goldfish, so he actually played with him.
Oh.
Yeah, like my mom get like a fishbowl because she loved like cute stuff, and then we just have one goldfish in that fishbowl, and every morning you will see like March will put his paw inside,
yeah,
and stir it.
Yeah.
So first we thought
he was gonna eat it or kill it.
Yes, that's what we thought, but then he didn't, and then he just swore, and then like the fish will like follow the water, and after that he will stop. I think that's how they play, because they would do that for like 10 to 20 minutes, and then after that he just lie next to the bowl and look at my fish.
Oh, so cute.
Yes, and the fish did not die. The fish was given away because my mom think I didn't take care of the fish.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she was like, okay, you know what? You can either give away the fish or the cat. You have to choose one. Of course, I chose my cat.
Yeah.
So the fish is actually living in my mom's friend's house.
Is it still alive?
I think so, because he has like a really big fish tank. And then they say it's fine.
That's crazy.
We can just put in the tank, and then he can live peacefully with other fishes. And goldfish is like some species that you can outlive the human too if you take it well.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Diana didn't make that happen for my beta fish.
Oh.
But rest in peace, beta fish. That's cute though. I mean, that kind of shows how there's some cats that are nicer and some are more evil, I guess.
Yeah. The funny thing is that March actually feels sad. After he cannot find a goldfish. He has been meowing on the same spot. Like, I don't know what he's talking about, but he's probably saying like, where is my friend?
Oh, you guys took away his friend. Oh.
Yes. It's not a funny story, but it's funny for me.
Oh, poor March. March is like, how could you think it's funny? Give me back my friend. Oh, and then it's funny. I only really have funny cat stories. Like my dogs, I feel like they haven't really done anything funny. I mean, they do funny things. Like I have a video of Buffy like chasing her tail until she like kind of chased in a circle until she falls out of scene.
Isn't that what dogs do anyway?
Yeah, like they kind of do dumb stuff that are funny, but I feel like the cats do like more interesting things. Like my sister, she had a cat named JJ. It was when she was in elementary school and I was in about middle school. JJ wasn't my cat, so I didn't really like do much for him. But he's the type of cat that likes to escape. Like he doesn't like to be in the house. He doesn't want to be in the house. The moment you open a little crack in the door, he's like, whoop! Like you can't even see him anymore. You know, he was just like a cat that wants freedom, I guess. And then I just remember one day he really went missing for a few days and we were looking all over for him and we couldn't find him anywhere, not in the garage, not in the house. So we thought maybe he just left us, you know, like he ran away, found his lover, made tons of babies, you know, like kind of like went on his own, you know. And then like one day we were going to the mall and the mall is like 20 minutes away from us. It take like we have to, you know, use the car, go on the highway and everything. And then while we're in the car, the whole time we heard meow, meow, meow. We're like, where the hell is that meow coming from? And then we just couldn't figure out where the meow like noise. And then okay, well, fine.
It's turning into a horror story.
Yeah, like we went to we went to eat, we went to do everything, and then when we got to the mall parking lot, again we heard meow, meow, meow. We're like, where is that sound coming from? We looked all around the car, we couldn't find anything or see anything. We looked underneath, we didn't see anything. So we're like, okay, whatever. Like we went to the mall, like 2-3 hours there. The whole day we were out for like 5 hours, I believe. And then we came back home. And then we parked the car in the garage. We all got out. And again, we heard meow, meow, meow.
That's freaking creepy.
It was creepy. And then all of a sudden, on the rear tire, you see a freaking furry tail stick out.
He's riding to the mall with you guys.
It was JJ, yeah, in our car, on top of the wheel, like of the rear, like left wheel. On the driver's side.
How does he not kill himself?
Right? Like you would have think he would ran away during the times we were parked somewhere. But no, the whole time he was holding for his dear life inside the car while we were driving 75 miles per hour on the highway.
I don't know if that's funny or not. It's pretty terrifying for JJ.
But he survived it, that guy, and then yeah, like it was just like, how the heck did he do that, you know? And yeah, like, so then we finally got him back into the house. And then one day again, he escaped again. I don't know how. Maybe when someone was leaving for work, he just snuck out again. And then he just never came back.
It's sad.
Yeah, so. But yeah, JJ is a very interesting cat. Like, he's done a lot of weird things. Like, I just remember my dad used to like to hide stuff that he buys from Best Buy. Like he got a new PSP, like the little like portable version of the PlayStation. When it first came out, and he didn't want my mom to see or something, so he hid the PSP in my room inside the yellow Best Buy bag. And then the next morning, he went to my room to grab it so he can take it to work. But the moment he grabbed the bag, behold, JJ marked on it.
Oh, that's gross. Cat pee is so hard to get rid of.
He grabbed it, he's like, ah! You just hear him screaming like, ah! Like that. He's like, JJ! You know? Like, yeah, and we all knew it was JJ. He was a troublemaker. He was like a black and white cat. Yeah.
Tuxedo?
No, not the tuxedo type. He had more like spots.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not sure what type of cat he is because he was, again, found from the streets. Like, someone found him and he had tons of fleas. Like, tons. Like, so much that no matter how much you comb it, like, it just won't, they just can't get rid of it.
That's kind of gross.
So we had to bathe him in, like those dishwashing soap.
Mm-hmm. Dons?
Yeah, and, like, comb them all out and try to kill all of them.
I see.
Yeah. It's pretty terrifying when you see so many, like, you know, fleas.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of funny stories. It's because March is mostly indoor cats.
Yeah.
And the only funny thing is the goldfish I mentioned. And he wasn't really a troublemaker. He was pretty calm. Mm-hmm. But I think I can share one funny story about bagels.
Okay.
I mean, it's funny to me. So when Bagel was only 6 months old, Stanley and I decided to take him to, Berkeley, the campus to explore because we have a lot of, you know, grass and stuff. And also I'm craving for the food there. So we took him there, and then Stanley was like, oh, how about let's just take some picture of Bagel, you know, exploring the campus, and then we can put it on his social. By the way, Bagel has a social media.
Yes, it's bagel.io. I repeat, bagel.io.
Yes, go follow him. I'm now the manager. Stanley is the manager of the account. So he was like, I'm going to get some Berkeley spirit photos of Bagel. That's his goal. And we went there. And then for some reason, you know, ever since Bagel is small, he is a strong cat. I don't know why he's so strong. But then all of a sudden he see a squirrel or a raven, I forgot. But then he just like try to took out. And then at that time we didn't have our leash. So I use a retractable one. That's a longer leash I can get for my cat. So you just see Bagel took out, and then the leash just keep going farther and farther.
Oh no.
And guess what? The next thing you know, the retractable handle went off.
Flew off?
Yeah, flew off.
No.
Even though Stanley is holding on tight.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing. I don't recommend retractable leash because no matter how hard you hold it, when the animal is like pulling very hard, it's gonna fly away. So that's what happened to Bagel. And then the first thing I saw was I was holding the camera. I was like, oh my god, Stanley, you're gonna lose the cat.
Yeah.
And then of course your first reaction will be chasing after the cat. Usually you shouldn't do that because you're just gonna terrify them. But it doesn't matter because the retractable leash is behind, so it's making like sound. So it's gonna terrify him even more. So you just see the cat, you know, keep running away from us.
Oh god, I can imagine that. It's like every pet owner's worst nightmare.
I know. And Stanley is like, Ray, where is the cat? Because he runs so fast. And I was like, I don't know, I can't even see him. So I was actually just follow the sound of the, you know, the handle. And we went to the forest that we have in the campus. And he was like, where's the cat? I was like, I don't know, just follow the sound. And all of a sudden you don't hear the handle sound anymore. So it must mean like he stopped.
Yeah.
And he was in like the tree forest, and my cat is brown and black, so he kind of blend in.
Yeah, he's like part of the trees.
I know. He played with the environment. And then while I was looking at him, you know, looking for the cat, and then you just see staring inside, terrified, like, oh my god, first time taking Bagel to road trip turned to disaster. And then he was like, are you sure you didn't see a cat? What are we gonna do if the cat is lost? I was like, I don't know. Let's just pray the mountain lion doesn't eat him.
Oh no.
Or the raccoon, because we had a lot of raccoon in the campus. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I just see, you know, two eyes looking at me. I was like, hey, Bagel is in front of you.
Yeah. And
you just see Bagel chilling on one of the tree stump, and then looking at Stanley like, what idiot? I've been sitting here for a long time.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so it's a pretty funny story for me because Bagel's face reaction when he sees us, he probably think we are the most dumbest human like out there. Humans. Like, why are you guys running?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Like, why are you guys panicking?
I know. So it is very funny if you think of it now, but it's not funny at the moment, especially for Stanley.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine. It must be really like tiring, first of all, and second of all, you're like scared that you'll never see your cat again. And then third of all, you're just like why did this happen?
I know. Well, it happened because he wanted to take UC Berkeley picture with Bagel.
He wanted to take UC Berkeley photos. Cal Pride?
Yes.
That's funny. Maybe now they should make Bagel the mascot instead of a bear.
Oh, actually on the same day, there's also another funny event happened. So for some reason, I really think Bagel was stuck by a crowd.
Stuck in a crowd?
No, like he was stuck in by a crow.
A crow?
Yeah, like the bird, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you say? Crow, right?
Yeah, he was stalking a crow?
No, the crow was stalking him.
Oh, the crow was stalking him. That's scary.
Like we were at like Capanelli, you know, and then taking like the iconic photos again, and then all of a sudden you hear the crow sound, which is normal. And then Bagel start making like their chirping sound, like da, 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 da. That's how.
What the heck?
Yeah, like he make chirping sound when he see bird. And because if they are always high up, so the cat cannot get onto him. And no matter where we go, we just keep hearing like the crow is tempting to make him mad, and he will the bird will fly down toward him, and he will try to smash it, but it's too tall.
Yeah.
And we just go for that for 30 minutes.
The interesting thing is how animals communicate with each other. Yeah, sometimes you're just wondering, what are they thinking or saying to each other?
I'm pretty sure the crow is come and get me, come and get me.
Well, see,
and then Bagel is I'm gonna get you, and then the crow just flew away.
See, my mom's dog and my mom's dog is Bella, and Yuffie's my dog, right? They're old 14-year-old dogs that hates each other's guts, hates each other.
Oh yeah, I witnessed that before.
Yeah, and they're always sound, like that to each other, and you're just what is wrong? What did you guys do to each other? Why do you hate each other so much?
Yes.
Okay, the funniest thing, and it's also very embarrassing for me, is when I take them to the vet. I take all three. Buffy just minds her own business. Yuffie and Bella, you just cannot put them together. The moment you put them together and they start to have a bickering moment, they fight like a scene from The Lion Kings. From Simba fighting Scar. It's literally vicious fighting. But they're not gonna hurt each other. But in public,
it's pretty embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. Everyone's looking at you dang, are you not training your dogs right? Or, what is wrong with them? And I'm just kind of oh my gosh, I don't know. They just don't like each other. I don't know why my mom's dog and my dog doesn't get along. My dog gets along with every dog but her. I just don't get it. I've tried everything. They just hate each other. And they just do the most embarrassing things.
Well, I guess that's another issue for multi-pet owner.
It is. It's personalities clash, just like humans. Not every human can get along either. I know. I just never have seen two dogs hate each other's guts, even though they live with each other for a while. Mm-hmm. They just can't get along no matter what.
Yeah. So, what other funny story do you have? Because I really don't have a lot.
I mean, I told most of them, but
I have a funny story about myself, but not for the pet because.
Have you ever had a pet that had motion sickness?
No, I'm lucky I don't.
So, Yuffie, when we first got her, we never understood anything about pets having motion sickness.
I didn't even know that exists until now.
Really? Well, pets do have motion sickness.
Okay.
Yuffie has motion sickness.
So what's their behavior? Like human?
It's funny. They gag 3 times before they actually vomit everything else.
Okay.
They're bleh, like that.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So the first time Yuffie ever did it, it was my sister was holding her. Oh. My sister was holding her and she thought she was so cute, so she was laying her on her chest like this, oh, you're so cute, petting her on her chest. And all of a sudden Yuffie just went and onto my sister's neck. And she's oh my gosh. Yeah, so yeah, dogs do vomit.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then also my sister's dog baby. So funny. So my sister, I think she was driving, or was it I driving? I think either me or my sister driving, but we were moving back home and we had a lot of stuff. It was one of the other times we moved home, not recently. And she had stuff in the front seat. I had stuff in the trunk, and I'm driving. And then my cousin Kevin was sitting in the back seat. And so the only person who could hold the dog was my cousin Kevin.
Okay.
And so for some reason,
he got sick too?
No, he didn't get sick, but he kind of started moving around. Wanting to get off the seat, but then there's nowhere to move, right? So then he looks at my cousin Kevin, so basically, how dogs they can stand on their feet, mm-hmm. and then they can use their paws and they put their paws on something. Well, he faced my cousin and put his paws on my cousin like this. My cousin's oh, you're so cute, like that. And all of a sudden he started peeing on him.
Oh, wow.
He just went, psst.
You treat your cousin as a tree.
He did treat him as a tree.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, so he peed on him. It was like a long drive, that's why.
Oh. Why didn't you guys let him out?
Well, no, I mean, we just started the drive.
Oh,
but it's like a long drive, you know, and it's like until a while before we hit our gas pit stop, you know what I mean? Then we would have let him out. But I guess he couldn't hold it long enough, and he just went ahead, stood up with his hands like this, and just peed on him.
If I'm Kevin, I'll probably hate the dog.
He still loves baby. It was really funny, though. Yeah, that was like, one of the funnier moments. I know. Pets can be really like interesting. Like you don't know how to really communicate with them because they don't really speak. You don't speak their language, and we don't speak their language. But sometimes you can read their body language and like their expressions, and then like, yeah,
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. And then sometimes like you want to take them to like malls outdoor, and then you take them to walk and poop first, right? But then out of nowhere, when you take them to a mall, they decide to take a poop in the middle of the mall, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I actually don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that problem when I with Bagel.
Uh-huh.
And I actually took Bagel to Stanford Mall once.
Yeah.
And then it was not a disaster. He became like a superstar. Everyone was like, oh my god, there's a cat walking on a leash.
The fact that you're saying that is funny because there's a lot of like people who are like single and are looking for, like people. Having a pet actually helps. Like people will walk up to and go, oh my gosh, can I pet your cat? Or especially if you're a guy.
Oh yeah.
If you're a guy holding a cat or a dog, they'll be like, oh my gosh, so cute, can I pet them? That's your like angle. To strike a conversation,
Yes, and then, what's your pet's name? How old is he? Is it she or he?
Yeah. But also I heard you shouldn't really disclose your pet's name.
Why?
Like when you meet strangers. Because if you tell people your pet's name, they know what to call your pet. Mm-hmm. And so it's easier for them to steal your pet and for them to get used to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
But, well, I have Bagel and Latte. Those two doesn't...
Yeah, cats...
They don't listen.
Yeah, I know. I was just calling them and they won't even come to me.
I know.
Yeah, but for dogs, for sure, it's easier. And that's why they say, like, yeah, if you can, avoid telling your dog's name to people in case they have the intentions to steal them, and so that, like, they'll be comfortable with them. Especially if you have a big dog that's supposed to guard the house. Like, if they know the name, they can just kind of, like, tame them and then go steal in your home.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I forgot who I heard that from. I learned it from somebody who had a dog, so, yeah. But it's very interesting, though.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, that's all the stories I have for today. And do you have any more? If not, we can wrap this up.
No. Then I feel I have that boring story today.
Well, when you used to have a lot of time with Bagel and Latte, and with the baby coming along, I'm sure there's going to be lots of funny stuff going on.
I hope not too funny, because I don't think I can handle the chaos.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, if you have any funny stories to share with us, feel free to ping us. You can follow us on all of our channels, and then we're happy to tell your stories to others. Or if you just want to share it in general, that's fine too. Comment below. Love to hear what you guys have to say.
Yes.
And again, we upload every other Thursdays in the morning, so tune in, and yeah, we'll keep you posted.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Also, don't forget to check out our blog. We post blogs weekly with pet tips for not only new pet owners, but in general pet lovers.
Yes, and since Chinese New Year is getting very close, we also offer any purchase will come with one free red envelope. And if you need more, also go to our website to check it out. You can purchase as many as you want.